right? 17 times 7, I don't know what that is. I'm going to go on the side, 49, carry the 4, 7, 11. So 120 over 7 divided by 45 over 1. So 45 over 1 times 7 over 120. Sorry, I forgot to do this. 1 dash, today is the 13th. Sorry, fraction word problems. Here's on 1 dash 1321. Sorry, forgot to do that. Okay, so here it is. So the first problem is 45 divided by 17 and 1/7. It's important which number you put first, right? Because 10 divided by 2 is not the same thing as 2 divided by 10. All right, I would totally 100,000% simplify the corners by dividing by 5, right? So I would get 9 over 1 times 24, 7 over 24, right? That leaves me with 63 over 24, which is equal to Mom. Oh. What'd you guys get? 2, 6, 48, 13, 5, 8, 3, 5, 48, 1, 15. So it'd be 2 and 15 over 24, which is 2 and 5 over 8. Is that what you guys got? So the cost of 1 pound of oranges is $2.58. And the number one thing that the state test loves for you guys to do is to write your answers in sentences. So if this was the state test, they would ask you, like, not just what the answer is, but to explain it. In math, you have to be able to explain your, what's your math problem? What does it mean? What does your answer mean? What does your answer mean? Oh, this is what my answer means. Okay. All right, we're ready. Okay, let's try another one. All right, let's do number 4. A popular Chinese restaurant served 135 cups of wonton soup during lunch hours on Friday. If each bowl was filled 3/5 of a cup of soup, how many orders were placed in all? So a popular Chinese restaurant served 135 cups of wonton soup during lunch hours on Friday. If each bowl was filled with 3/5 of a cup of soup, how many orders were placed in all? You do not have to write down the word problems. What I want you to do is write down the math problem that needs to be done. So this one would actually be a division problem as well. This one is actually a division problem. So what division problem would you write down? Key to this is what number goes first, what number goes second. So what number goes first, what number goes second? So hopefully you wrote 135, yep, divided by 3/5. So let's go ahead and solve 135 divided by 3/5. So what I did was I took 135, wrote it as an improper fraction over 1. Then I flipped 3 over 5, right? Made it 5 over 3. Then I checked, wait, can I divide 135 by 3? I checked it over here and I can. It's 45. So then I simplified the corners by dividing by 3. I got 45 now and 1 down here. Well, that's pretty easy. 45 times 5, went over here and I did 45 times 5. I got 225 over 1, which is just equal to 225, right? And it's not cups, right? What they're asking us is how many orders were placed. So my answer would be 225 orders. You placed 225 orders. Okay. I'm thinking the adding and subtracting word problems would be very easy for you guys to figure out what they are. Now, this is the one that I actually have problems figuring out. It's multiplication. Cat's out of the bag. We're doing multiplication. Okay. Mine as a teacher is like, okay, how do kids know when to multiply and when to divide? When to multiply, when to divide. That's the hardest part for kids to understand, even teachers to understand. So let's do a couple of these together, and then you're going to be working on your own. Well, don't look at the answers. Okay, let's do number 3. So everybody look at number 3 on my screen. It is a word problem. On Tuesday, Jacksonville received 1/3 of the total rainfall that was recorded the previous day. If the city received 7.5 inches of rainfall on Monday, what fraction of rainfall did it receive on Tuesday? On Tuesday, Jacksonville received 1/3 of the total rainfall that was recorded the previous day. So 1/3 of whatever was the previous day. If the city received 7.5 inches of rainfall on Monday, what fraction of the rainfall did it receive on Tuesday? So this problem is a multiplication problem. So on Monday, it received 7.5. On Tuesday, it received 1/3 of that. Not literally 1/3. That's my answer. No, it received 1/3 of 7.5. So what is 1/3 of 7.5? What is 1/3 of 7.5? And of means multiplication. Okay, so our problem would be 7.5 times 1/3. So 7.5 is what we received on Monday. A third of that is what was on Tuesday. So what we're going to do is we're going to multiply 7.5 times 1/3. A lot of times multiplication problems either sound like division problems or subtraction problems. And that's the number one thing, that I feel kids mess up on. Even teachers mess up on. Not gonna lie. And simplify the corners. Okay. So again, what fraction of the rainfall did it receive on Tuesday? It received 2.5 inches of rainfall. Okay. Okay, so here's what I want to do. Very, very different than usual. I'm going to give you guys, if I go into your class, come on, load. The assignment's not a Google slide, which I usually give you, right? And I usually put you in teams of 4 and, you know, you guys work and whatnot. Well, today, what I want to do in the last 15 minutes that are left in class is the format's different. If you click on fraction word problems, this group assignment is a little different. You will each get an individual copy of the Google Doc fraction word problems by clicking on the blue link below. Once you complete the worksheet, come back to here and come back here basically and click on the submit button. So you will go into the assignment and then you will see this blue link fraction word problems. When you click on that, you get a Word doc. You don't get a Google slide. So it's different. You each individually get your own copy. Okay. And basically I'm taking problems that look very similar to the ones we did in class. Okay. These problems involve adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing. I did not go over the adding and subtracting. I think those are more obvious than the dividing ones and the multiplication. Read each problem carefully and determine if you need to add, subtract, multiply, divide, and then solve. Show your work in your notebook. So here in this first box, you're going to tell me, after you read the problem, are you going to be adding, subtracting, multiplying, or dividing? That's your first answer. And then the second box is like literally your answer, okay, of the problem. Make sure you show your work in your notebook. Okay, so there's a couple problems here. There are about 7. I don't think we're going to have enough time to do 7. I want you to work together on one and then move on to the second one and move on to the third one, so on and so forth. I'll judge how many you should be done in about, so you're going to have 10 minutes. Okay, here's what I would like you to do though. I'm going to have you guys select who you want to work with. I'm not going to select who you want to work with. So look at the participation list. If there is someone you want to work with, you can work with them. I can open up breakout rooms and you can self-select which team you want to be on and with who. I do not want you to split up the work. Like, okay, Jaime, you do 1, Saeed, you do 2, Ketsi, you do 3. No. It's like, okay, Jaime and Saeed and Ketsi, you all work on number 1 together and help each other and go like, yeah, we're gonna be multiplying. Okay, cool, let's multiply. Hey, what'd you guys get? Okay, cool. Okay, let's write it down. Okay, everybody, let's move on to number 2. And if you get 3 done, I'm happy. Okay, I'd rather you do 3 together than Jaime does number 1, Saeed does number 2, and Ketsi does number 3. And no, I don't want you to do that. I want you to all be on the same page. And I have a feeling we're going to be probably doing this on Thursday as well. So breakout rooms. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let you choose the breakout room that you want to be in. You can chat in the chat box like, hey, Saeed, do you want to work here? If you would like to work on by yourselves, you are more than welcome to work on your own. I have opened up the breakout rooms. There are 6 breakout rooms. So you can go like, hey, Saeed, let's meet up in breakout room 1 or 5 or whatever. And then you should see a breakout room pop up. Did you guys see the breakout room pop up? Okay, then select the number that you want to be in. Do you want to be in group 1, 2, 3? Oh, Ketsi, you just sent me a private message. So change it to not private. So go. You guys got 10 minutes. Let's see if we can do 3 problems. Let's see if we can do 3 problems. Check your private messages. I mean, not your private, check your box. You can work on your own. If you want to work on your own, just stay with me. Just stay with me. So Ketsi is in room 5. Jaime is in room 3 with Saeed. If you want to work on your own, you can just stay with me. Group Alejandra's in group 5. Daisy's in group 5 with Ketsi. If you guys want it, room 1's available, room 2's available. Angel R is in room 4. Okay.